Hello everyone and welcome to another video. I'm sorry for not uploading much lately. Those of you who follow my Twitter or are in my Discord channel know that I've been sick for a while now. I got food poisoning about 10 days ago, and then I was supposed to travel for a tournament, and the day I traveled I got some allergy reactions, which scared me because I never had any allergic reactions before, so I don't want to risk contaminating other people with some serious disease, so I went home instead. Turns out it's just an allergy. Anyway, we're gonna talk about TTT2 today. TTT2 was my first online game. It's the game where I started learning Tekken mechanics, frame data, movement, etc. 6 or 7 years ago. And TTT2 is the version of Lili that made me really love the character. Tekken TTT2 is like a mixture of Tekken 6 and Tekken 7 Lili. Tekken 6 Lili was quite the powerhouse with safe launchers and counter hit tools. But Namco got rid of these in TTT2 in favor of more tricks and better punishment. She lost 3 safe launchers since Tekken 6. Forward 4-3 was a normal hit launcher, so that was a huge nerf for Lili. Down 4-3+4 was safe in Tekken 6. Now we have an annoying 50-50 on block, because if Lili turns around, the duck jab is guaranteed, but then she can jump over the duck jab with the extension, but this can be also floated with a normal jab or mid pokes and all kinds of other moves for a combo. It was truly safe previously. Back on 1+2 was also safe on block in Tekken 6. It's -10 on block ever since TTT2. They nerfed the move on block, but they gave Lili more options for going to back turn stance, like forward 4 back and Kurosoko forward 1-2 back, and these were not available in Tekken 6. However, I don't think this makes up for nerfing back to 1+2 because these transitions are extremely risky for like no reward. It's just tricks. Kurosoko forward 1-2 deals a lot of damage. It's a great string. In Tekken 6, however, the second hit knocked down on counter hit for a guaranteed follow-up. This is not present in TTT2, and of course in Tekken 7 the second hit is a counter hit launcher. She lost some counter hit tools as well. Back 1 used to knock down on counter hit in Tekken 6. In TTT2, however, they gave her the back 1-4 extension as we know it today, and it's a good string for Lili. It has its uses. She also lost a 13th frame counter hit launching string that was only -10 on block. Forward 2-3. Now in Tekken 6, this was natural only on counter hit, where Lili got a combo. In TTT2, they got rid of the counter hit launching property, and they made it natural on hit, so it became a block punisher instead of a counter hit tool. So as you can see, her pressure got nerfed in favor of punishment. She also gained 3-1 as a punisher. This was not natural in Tekken 6 either. And wall standing 1-2, a new 13 frame wall standing punisher that she didn't have in Tekken 6 either. So yes, they buffed her punishment and nerfed her pressure. Down back 4 was different. Down back 4 was different. As we know, in Tekken 6 it was 27 frames fast and launched on normal hit. In Tekken 7 it's 30 frames fast and launches a normal hit. In TTT2, however, it's 24 frames fast and launches only on counter hit. So it's much faster, but launches only on counter hit. And it's also +5 on normal hit. It's a decent frame advantage for some follow-ups. It still staggers on block, however, so I think both versions of down back 4 are useful. They're just different. You can probably get away with spamming this version of down back 4 more since it's a little faster, so the opponent is less likely to block it on reaction, but it's still seeable. Up until Tekken 7, she had this move, Quadrusuka forward 2. In Tekken 7, this is a mid-mid minus 13 on block string, which is useless in my opinion because she already has Quadrusuka forward 1-2 as a mid string that wall splats. Now this move is a safe on block counter hit launcher for good damage. And if you have good execution, it has similar speed to her Tekken 7 up back 1, which is Sebastian's back 1 in Tag 2. And I think Quadrusuka forward 2 has better range than up back 1. Both moves are linear, but at least Quadrusuka forward 2 has better range, so it's not gonna whiff as often as up back 1 does. They have similar speed, both are safe on block. Also, Quadrusuka forward 2 has pushback on block. Let me show you. So yeah, as you can see, it pushes the opponent far. I personally like pushing my opponents to the wall with this move. And overall, as I said, this move is much more useful than Quadrusuka forward 2-1 or up back 1. I would like this move back. I never thought I would say I want Quadrusuka forward 2 back, but I do want it back. And you know, up back 1 is also similar, has similar frames on block. They're both around -6 or -5 on block. But at least Quadrusuka forward 2 has enough pushback so that Lili doesn't have to deal with the opponent's pressure. Since she's at -5, so there's not much she can do and just comfortably backdash away from her opponent. And in my Tekken 6 video, I showed you that this move deals a crap ton of damage on counter hit at the wall. But not in Tag 2. Now Lili always had weak tracking. Up until Tekken 7, she had only one homing move, forward 3. Deals a nice chunk of damage in Tag 2, but yeah, it was her only homing move. They gave her more homing moves in Tekken 7. Some are less useful, some are more useful, such as Quadrusuka forward 3+4. Quadrusuka forward 3+4 knocked it down on hit, and it tracked a little bit to her weak side, to her right side, even though it wasn't a homing move. Same with down back 3, it tracked to her right. I think she really fit the Tag 2 system. Firstly because of her damage and how the damage scaling worked in Tag 2. As you can see, 135% scaling. How much is it on counter hit? 160 even. And also because of the bounce system. Her Okizeme was really good because of the bounce system, and because in Tag 2, if you held back on the ground, you did a back roll. You don't just wake up like in Tekken 7. How is it called? In Tekken 7, quick recovery or something? And back rolling was the worst possible way for you to get off the ground, because you will just get refloated for a juggle. And Lili was great at refloating people for juggles. Not just for back rolling, but even for other ways of standing up. Down for 3+4 was the Okizeme tool. There was no reason for not going for down for 3+4 against a grounded opponent to get your free refloat attempt against the opponent. So easy. Super annoying online. And her down for 3+4 3+4 combo ender gave Lili a much better Okizeme as well. In Tekken 7, when Lili ends a combo with this, she tries to put her opponent into a 50-50 situation between back turn 1+2, a mid launcher, and back turn down 3+4, a low sweep. However, in Tekken 7, if the opponent holds back to wake up, the mid launcher will whiff, and Lili's gonna die, and the low is still slow enough for the opponent to duck and block the low in case Lili goes for the low, and this way there is no mix-up after the down for 3+4, 3+4 ender. Unless she's close to the wall, where if the opponent holds back, there is no space between her and the opponent. Or if she hits down for 3+4, 3+4 in the open on its own. In Tag 2, however, if the opponent tries to hold back to wake up, they're gonna get refoted for a juggle with back turn 1+2. The Tekken 7 Okizeme system makes standing up from the ground much easier for players. And you know the flip over moves in Tekken 7 that hit grounded opponents and flip them over, such as Lili's raw standing 3 or sidestep 3 and full crouch down forward 1? Well, there are no such moves in Tag 2. And I think that these flipovers really benefit 50-50 oriented characters in Tekken 7, such as Kazuya. Because in Tekken 7, if the opponent tries to stay grounded to avoid a 50-50 and confuse the Kazuya player, he can just do forward 4, flip over the opponent, and they are in the 50-50 vortex again. And Kazuya can just go full retard with the 50-50s. Lili, however, she doesn't have 50-50s. Like, what is she gonna do to hurt you? Down 3? None of her lows from the neutral are unseeable knockdown lows. So, Tag 2 with the bounce system, much better Okizeme for Lili. And her wall throw? Her wall throw was also really good in this game. Many people, they don't even know that Lili has a wall throw in Tekken 7. Well, it's almost useless in Tekken 7 because it deals not a whole lot of damage. There's no reason for going for the wall throw. In Tag 2, however, it's one of her best enders, if not the best. Especially after tag assault at the wall, because it deals more damage and it gives Lili a great Okizeme position. So let me show you. And yes, the damage in this game is amazing. So she could refloat with forward 2-3, for example, if the opponent tries to stand up. Or rebound them with forward 1+2. Like this. And they're stuck on the wall again. And then she could do down 3. She could also bait out attack crash and punish people for tagging in the other character. Matterhorn in the back, and he's dead. Tag in the other character, and he's dead. See? She's really good. I love these wall combos. I also think she had exceptional wall carry in this game. Because in Tekken 7, the screw attacks send the opponent flying quite far away from your character. However, bound doesn't really send the opponent far away from you. And the stages in Tag 2 feel much bigger than the stages in Tekken 7, so the walls are further away from you. Not every character had good combo damage and good wall carry. It's quite even in Tekken 7. In Tag 2, however, you also wanted to carry to the wall and then bound, rather than bound before carrying to the wall, and not every character could do that so easily. Lili, however, was really good at this. Look at this combo, for example. And we're at the wall. Bound on the wall into a tag assault into a lot of damage. Same with this wall carry route. She had really good options for wall carry. And imagine the damage with rage as well. She was quite the powerhouse, just like in Tekken 6, I'd say. Not as much in Tekken 7's system. And that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something new about the history of our favorite character, Emily Rochefort. Take care everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!